Now the Charlotte Hornets back on the clock, 24th overall pick.
Shabazz?
He's still out there. Charlotte took Noah Vonleh earlier tonight. Who do they take this time?
With the 24th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Shabazz Napier from the University of Connecticut.
I like it.
Well, now let's think about this for a second. Reunited again, assuming everything stands up, Shabazz and Kemba.
Yeah, and not just that, but Charlotte just took two guys in the first round, Noah Vonleh and Shabazz Napier. They're going to help them next year. I think they have a chance to be a top 5 team in the East next year.
It really helps their backcourt because Kemba is more of a scorer that can handle the basketball, so he gets a chance to play off of it now. Both of those guys won a championship together at UConn. I really like this pick for the Hornets, and you get a guy in that's going to play winning basketball.
I think Shabazz has a chance to be the starting point guard on the chip on their shoulder 2014 draft team. Jay, you're the analyst. Should have gone in the 3rd round. You got robbed.
Well, he's won at every level. The guy's just a winner, and he's a warrior. And Shabazz Napier may be a small point guard, but he's got a huge heart, and he led his team in rebounding. Not only led him in assists, led him in rebounding as well. About 6 rebounds. He can create his own shot. He creates space, a good shooter. And one of those guys, he's not this straight up and down shooter. He lands in front of where he took off. He kicks his legs out. Good penetrator, good passer, good in transition. And I do think when you're small, you have to be disruptive. And he is disruptive as a defender. He takes some chances, some gambles. Isn't always a great defender, but he does get steals, and he can really pressure the ball. But what you like about him, his toughness, his scoring ability, and his passing.
And by the way, they have some cap space, too. That's a possible Lance Stevenson destination. Sorry, Jalen.
All right, so Shabazz Napier, chosen by Charlotte, and Charlotte has made a draft pick of each of UConn's national championship games, also taking Emeka Okafor and the aforementioned Kemba Walker. But now Andy Katz joins us. And Andy, is it all set right now that Shabazz Napier is going to team with Kemba Walker and be a member of the Hornets?
Not at all. In fact, I just witnessed a very interesting reaction. Rob Pelinka, the agent for Shabazz Napier, to my left, telling the members of the family and at the table that he is going to the Miami Heat. He's been tracking this as Miami's trying to move up from 26. They've been talking to Utah. That didn't go through, as we saw. They were talking to Charlotte, and Pelinka just got a text saying that he is off to Miami, told the family members, and then they reacted immediately as the NBA was passing out the Charlotte Hornet hats to every member of the family at their table. So we'll have to get the full trade here going forward.
Wow.
To be able to trade those hats. That's one of Bill's favorite moments in all the drafts, is when hats start getting traded. We'll get to that in a moment, but Shabazz Napier, trade hasn't been approved yet, so at the moment still a member of the Charlotte Hornets. He's with Jay Williams.
Well, Shabazz, I guess you can take that Charlotte Hornets hat off. Word just came across that you got traded to the Miami Heat. How do you feel about that?
I'm just blessed, man. You know, it's a perfect moment for my family. I'm happy that they're here, and it's just a blessing, man. I would be lying to you if I told you I thought I would be here in this particular moment.
During the NCAA tournament, LeBron James tweeted out that you were the best point guard in college basketball. How excited are you to play with LeBron?
Very excited. Now it's my job to get in the gym and improve it. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to compete my tail off like I always do. And I always have a chip on my shoulder. That's what makes me the best point guard in this draft.
Will you be where you are today without the leadership and guidance of Kevin Ollie?
I'd be lying to you if I said I would. Coach Ollie is a tremendous guy. There's not one bad thing you can say about him. You know, he's been the reason why I'm here, as well as Coach Calhoun. And, you know, hats off to them guys for having the patience and guidance for me.
Congratulations. Back to you, Reese.
All right, Jay Will. So Shabazz Napier, drafted by Charlotte, but apparently there's a proposed trade, and again on draft nights, all trades have to go through the league and be approved to make sure that it fits under the salary cap space. Bill, on cue, you do not like that rule.
I'm tired of teams helping Miami. They've been helping them for the last 4 years. Enough.
All right, so Napier right now a member of the Hornets, but it appears that he is going to the Miami Heat. Let's take a look at the future of the assist, brought to you by State Farm. Shabazz Napier, a two-time national champion, once teaming with Kemba Walker in 2011 and then doing his best Kemba by leading the team in 2014, a couple of improbable titles. 2014, he was the most outstanding player of the Final Four, and he also put up great career numbers while in stores. So the proposed trade would send Napier to Miami. Is Napier part of the answer for Miami retooling a little bit?
He is. When you have championship or bust expectations, you need players that are going to come in, not make mistakes, but pick up the offense fast, pick up the defensive intensity in practice, also in games, and also respect the veterans around you. And this guy won 2 championships in college. I think he's going to be a terrific addition for the Miami Heat.
Remember, 4 years ago, one of the reasons they were able to team up Wade, LeBron, and Bosh was because David Kahn took Michael Beasley off their hands. So it's just like sometimes you need luck to keep a good team together. And in this case, I think Shabazz Napier right now is better than any point guard who played for them in the playoffs last year.
The power of LeBron's Twitter account.
Yeah.
He says it happens.
Your Twitter doesn't have that much power.
No,
eh?
no.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
Lyrics, though.
Well, you know, I
Wait a
said it
minute.
about Reese Davis.
I was going to say, did you actually concede that someone's more powerful than you on Twitter?
LeBron, yeah.
Okay. But no one else?
Yeah.
Christian Ronaldo. That's it. That's the entire list.
And also, LeBron needs somebody else that's a playmaker with the basketball. Too many times he has to be the ultimate ball handler and not anybody take pressure, advance it to him where he can get layups and dunks in transition. They started Ray Allen with him in the playoffs because LeBron had to start at the point.
All right, the Rockets are on the clock, and while we wait for the Houston selection, let's rejoin Tom Penn now for a little front office perspective. What do you think about what Miami is attempting to do, Tom?
LeBron. Finally, we talk about it. Yeah, Shabazz Napier. Let's bring him in for Norris Cole and at least put him in as a different kind of player. But the focus, look, guys, the focus is right over here on LeBron. The spotlight's on him. He's opted out of this $20.6 million. Now we go to Wade. You're on the clock. Are you opting in or are you opting out? And Chris Bosh, same for you. $20.6, $20.2 million. I say this because they don't have any other assets. They don't have any other players under contract. And the cap is $63 million and change, 2020. That equals 60. They don't have any cap room. So are they going to take back less? Are they going to work as a team to where they come up with some sort of cap room to fill in around guys like Napier for the next generation, the next chapter of LeBron's career, to keep it going in South Beach? This is the big story of the next week as we look to see what the big three do. Are they still in it? All for one, one for all.